Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the Summit 8 qualifiers, taking a look at game number 1 of our second series of the day. And first and foremost, we've got to publicly shame Trent because we played a game in between this. It was supposed to be turbo mode, and I ran him to hero thinking that I was, confined in the protective bubble shell that was a turbo mode game. But no, it was a real game, and I picked Broodmother, and I hate him. That's all I have.
I'm so sorry.
It's awful.
Well, that's the life. Sometimes that's what happens to you. You think, I didn't realize that because it was on, just natural and all pick, and then I clicked turbo mode just to Q, and I didn't realize that it wouldn't uncheck all pick because obviously you can search multiple game types. So my bad on that one. Totally forgot about that.
It's all good. It's okay. I'll forgive you eventually at some point in my life. But
yeah, it got real bad when the guy goes Darkseer and Brood together, and then I'm just like, I'm sure it's fine. He's like, no, it's not. And I'm like, dude, it's turbo. It's chill out. And he's like, no. I'm like,
yeah, that's okay. I mean, it worked out. We won the game in the end. It was great. I was against an Invoker as a Brood mid, so there was just nothing he could do.
Dude, you destroyed him. Like,
it was great.
I know it's a counter, and you got, it was very helpful that he picked something that you can counter in the mid lane. But my God, you actually wrecked.
It was great. Just felt good.
I think you had like a triple kill at the start of the game. Like, geez, just on Invoker.
I know.
Kept on coming back for it.
Low respawn times it works.
The battle to stay alive in the Summit 5, right? And then the victor of this plays Empire, right?
Yes, that's true. Summit 5, not really. But yeah, it's good.
Summit 5, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit later than that. I was going to mention this, though. Vega Squadron doing their homework. They take out the Chen, and they're still going to give the Sand King away to Gambit. But I think that this is a really good decision, right? Because the thing that's always enabled the Sand King has been that Chen sending back the creep wave at the very beginning and causing some issues for him. So I want to see how Gambit react to this. Yeah,
we'll see if they maybe... I could see them picking like an Undying or something in the next phase if it's left in, and then just running that with the Sand King.
Ooh.
So if they ban a second hero that's good against Undying, like Sniper's really good against Undying, and then if they ban like a Gyro or something next, then that would kind of tip the hat as to what they're up to, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vega Squadron, what have we seen from them? Aloha Dance AM, maybe that'll get banned out by Gambit. I think they're playing AM the other day, I'm pretty sure.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know. I feel like if you're Gambit and you're thinking about like a dual lane going against Anti-Mage, wouldn't you feel okay about that?
Yeah, but it's also, he's just a strong hero.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
I think if the hero's there, then yeah, that's how you're going to counter it. But ideally, I just don't want to play against Anti-Mage right now.
Yeah, he's a butthead. That hero sucks to play against.
Yeah. No, thank you. That's how I feel.
Well, they decide to start at least with the Bane and Earthshaker. Last time around, it was the core Bane that was run back-to-back, and they lost both games with it, sadly, for Bresto Mans. I'm assuming that Vega's thinking about running this in the support role, though.
Dire team pick.
Well, convenient enough, they actually just take out the AM themselves, so then that causes Gambit to ban the Medusa.
Are Gambit
just to make sure they're not setting up for that.
You remember they ran the SD Luna before?
Yeah, we haven't even mentioned that. I'm kind of surprised she got left in. Because they banned the SD Terrorblade, but then I guess the Anti-Mage makes more sense because Shadow Demon's also a really good counter to Anti-Mage in lane, so they couldn't really pick it themselves for Vega Squadron. And then they'd rather play against SD Luna than SD AM.
Yeah. I again feel like I'd feel comfortable going against an Anti-Mage with that 2 opener. Like, you've got a ton of catch for him. But maybe, again, he's just so strong of a hero that it's not even worth it now.
Yeah. Speaking of catch, we're going to add on some more here with the Legion Commander. Also good against Illusion spam, just with the overwhelming odds. So they're preparing themselves for whatever core they're going to partner up here.
Yeah. I like the idea. It's still going to be tough if they run the Luna, of course, because you're going to be able to get that damage out there regardless. Sure, the Illusions might be gone, but you can't just do that over and over and over again on cooldown if they sort of do the slow siege. Eventually, your mana pool is going to be running low, and I don't know. It's tough. It's going to be tough.
Dire team pick.
They go for it.
There she blows.
Luna.
Selling mayonnaise. It's time. All right, what else? What does Luna hate? She hates Lifestealer. This is a great Lifestealer game. Sand King in lane. Yes, you can be purged by Shadow Demon, but you have great Infest carries in Legion, and even later on with the Earthshaker. Get all up in that Luna's grill. Mess her up.
All right, I can dig it.
Remaining.
A couple of great infest people as well. As far as like, I always feel like Lifestealers may be a little bit questionable when you've got a bunch of Force Staff carriers, but I guess you can play around that, and if you have enough burst, it doesn't really matter anyways.
Yeah, you could also just go for like the PA has been pretty strong. I don't know if I'd want to pick her this early, and they have a lot of magic already for Gambit, but she is good against things like the Purge from Shadow Demon because she doesn't rely on just moving. She has that little blink strike skill.
About like
Quite helpful.
a PL or something.
Yeah, Ursa too. PL I think is a little riskier. On the one hand, Shadow Demon's pretty single target focused, but on the other hand, Luna can just kind of like cleave through all your illusions, and you have all these glaives bouncing around back on top of you because of it.
Okay. I do feel like it's kind of a weird one though, because the glaives do have like a limited usage, so if they run out of bounces, I guess you've got so many glaives at the later stages of the game, it doesn't really matter anyways. And SD illusions are going to be purging through them. All right. Well, Vega Squadron, with their pick, they are going to take the Lifestealer that you called. You love it, you pick. I'm going to be right back, but talk to me about the Lifestealer.
Okay, buddy. Well, we've kind of gone through it, right? Good hero, can lane well against the Sand King, and any sort of like dual lanes that might come, he's still pretty good up against that. Pairs decently well with someone like Earthshaker who can like Fisher block, and then you can set up pretty well with the open wounds, and you just feast on somebody while they're stuck.
5 seconds remaining.
At the very least, they do have a Sand King, though. So right now, Sand King's lane, he is survivable, but he can't really harass the enemies. So how could you make this Sand King +1 good? They could Enchantress, but Lifestealer are pretty good against Enchantress. Bane does a lot of damage.
Timbersaw. Oh, I love this hero. I don't know if I love it this game, though. God, against Bane, a Fiend script, even just the Nightmare setup, and then like duel isn't always the worst, but Earthshaker can be frustrating. I guess there aren't any silences though, really.
10 seconds remaining.
I do think the hero is insanely strong. I'm a big fan of Timbersaw, mega OP. So that probably moves Cheshire Cat to the Timbersaw instead, and then the Sand King will be positioned 4, but it's definitely not a guarantee. The Vega Squadron are going to cover their bases just by banning out a nice counter to the Lifestealer in the Razor. There is still the Viper available, which would allow them to go like really early hood onto the Timbersaw. He can just start pushing forward over towers. They'd have a hard time dealing with him in the early game. And then Luna would be there to put the damage on, and Viper would be there to just be a Viper, be in the way, disrupt Lifestealer's game.
That could be pretty cool. Yeah, man, we're talking about it. One of my favorite things on Timbersaw now is the extra stacks of reactive you can get. I think it's a level 15 talent, if I'm not mistaken. Feels so good. You get a ridiculous amount of regen.
Yeah, he's super fun to play. I mean, he's always fun to play. Timbers has always been one of the funnest heroes in Dota, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's a grand old time. Yeah, +5 stacks, level 15. Very nice time of the game to get it, too. But it just feels like they're finally able to deal with you.
Yeah.
Then you're able to do that. Well, with the Razor ban, they say, okay, maybe you guys want like an OD or something, or something that Razor's generally considered good at, so we'll take care of that. And now they're trying to figure out exactly what their last pick is here. So we can be at position 4, and we'd have Sand King, Luna, Timbersaw, Cores. What would that put our game plan at? Decent Roche control, especially if the 4 is a Medallion builder or like Avenge or something. But they could go Leshrac too as position 4, partnered up with the Shadow Demon. He builds Yules against Legion Commander. He can build 4 staffs. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, might not at all.
If it's a mid hero, the Viper again is decent. Gives you like pretty safe lanes no matter what Vega Squadron pick. Puck is also a decent consideration for mid lane.
I mean, I think you need to. Ideally, it would be something that has a lot of different possibilities. So that way, Vega can't just like counterpick you super hard. Because you could conceivably run Timber in the mid lane or in the safe lane, and or rather, or in the off lane. And yeah, there it is, the Puck. You're talking about it.
I like Puck the best. I think just good hero. Good. Very nice. Scales pretty well too. And it still has that flexibility in the lanes, as you were saying. With the Puck could go off lane, could go aggro. They probably are going to do like an aggro play with the Luna SD and the Sand King, then Puck mid and Timbersaw in the solo safe lane. That would put Timbersaw against Legion Commander, which wouldn't be very good for Vega Squadron. So they're probably either way looking for a mid hero here to go up against the Puck.
Oh, Tinker, really? I was totally expecting something like a TA just to like have a good time in lane against the Puck and accelerate, but I guess that they needed a little bit more magical damage and pure damage coming in. And that's also a way to deal with the illusions.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a lot like Terrorblade with the high ground siege of the illusions, and this way G can build into that Aghanim Scepter. Plus, their global presence across the map is pretty scary. You have an Earthshaker who's going to be there to create infest bomb potentials on side lanes and big gank if they're trying to solo split push with somebody. And then G can also just show up at the same time, infest bombs. You have like 4 heroes that can get anywhere on the map with everyone but Bane, and then Bane who can also just kind of wander around and set things up with Nightmares and Fiend's Grips, kind of like he does with IO Tiny. So definitely see the synergy idea.
Oh, yeah.
Overall, I think it's a bit of a scary game for a Tinker. He has to deal with a Puck and a Sand King. So if Bignum has a good start, he could be found out pretty easily on the Tinker there.
Yeah, and even I feel like it might even be worth it this game for Timbersaw to think about going for like a Yule Scepter or something, and you can sort of hunt the Tinker yourself also off in the trees, particularly if you get enough of a mana pool going. But game number 1 getting ready to go underway. I had to reset all my settings because obviously we had just played that game, and so now we're back into it. I think that Cheshire Cat is looking to have a really good time so far, and I think that this is the type of game, particularly against a hero like a Lifestealer, where you can cause a lot of trouble in the laning stage. Like the Bane is going to be able to cause some issues also, but if Bignum comes up there and helps him, this could be tough.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see if Gambit go aggro. I assume they will. I don't see why you wouldn't. Oh, we had a pause even, did we?
Yeah, there's been pauses all the time, man. It's happening.
I'm feeling... I don't know. I haven't felt very convinced by Tinkers lately. So that makes me want to just kind of go towards Gambit. I feel like they kind of have everything. And they've got nice team fight control with the AoE from the Puck. Also with the Sand King. Easy follow-ups. You have good damage. Timbersaw loves it when you have someone like Puck to set up for you.
Yo, you know what time it might be? Time for the Luna Ags build.
It has the that thing on it, right? It's got like a new mini stun or something talent.
Well, you can do that. The talent's at level 25.
Nice.
It's it's pretty cool though. I mean, granted, it's level 25 talent, but as a way to deal with the Tinker, it seems kind of cool, right? You get vision in the area when you place down your ulti, because you can place it down on an area. So if you know that Tinker goes into a spot, you just place it on a high ground in that area, and you'll be able to blow him up.
I will say some of the most common times I've seen the Aghanim Scepter on Luna has been with a Timbersaw, because he's like one of the best heroes. Timbersaws and Pucks, actually, both of them, you often see that build. I don't think it'll happen this game, but if you guys want to try it out in your pubs, it's pretty fun to just throw it on top of those super mobile cores.
Oh yeah, Afterlife I believe is dead.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
This is a nice play, considering most raiding teams do the play up top, where they go in there and play aggressive. Now they come bottom, get a free kill. They're not going to stick around for the second bounty rune, it looks like. They're just going to be content with the one. And Cheshire Cat just kind of forced back because he knows that, well, they only saw like one hero down bottom, so he thinks that the other 4 are like up top here. In the end, it's actually just Sioma who comes over.
Yeah. He'll probably stick around, I would imagine. Maybe not. They're coming in with the rest of the heroes, I guess. With Cool Man,
and they are going to go with the lane swap too.
Yeah.
Bignum. Wow, he's going to get both runes. All right, Legion's just staying back to block. She can't get back there in time.
Wow, that's such a good
huge start for Bignum. That's amazing, dude. He already has brown boots, and he just gets both of those runes. Oh, yeah. I thought he was going to say it for a second. But no, he's going to take that. Awesome.
Yeah, that's a great start
how
for
full
him.
is that?
So one kind of interesting thing that sort of happens with Legion against the Timbersaw matchup is you can purge off the debuff that comes with Whirling Death, but it kind of sucks to have to do that because it's a 6-second cooldown for Whirling Death, and obviously press the attack is much longer. And I guess that we're not even going to see that matchup because Afterlife is heading up top, and it's going to be Aloha Dance that's facing off against the Timbersaw one-on-one.
Yep. This will be a very good situation for Cheshire Cat, especially because he's going to have an EXP advantage over the Lifestealers. He's just getting the lane. And Cheshire Cat's going to get another deny here right in his face. So life pretty tough here for Aloha Dance.
Yeah. Already level 2. Nice.
Although if they can put some pressure on Cheshire Cat now before he's level 3, this would be pretty huge.
Yeah,
and it is a Bane, right? One of the higher damage supports. 63 damage right now. Jeez, that's ridiculous.
They're really trying for this, but still getting denies, still able to stay in lane. This is going to be a good time for the Timbersaw, especially since the tower, it's going under tower with 2 range creeps. He should be able to get level 3 off of that. Mid lane, Puck is really giving the work to G as well. Is 4-0 in comparison to 8-1.
Yeah, and that's with Bignum coming in mid too, it only gets worse, right? Like he can kind of move G around, force him to go in certain spots. They're gonna come through. They won't have enough damage, I don't think. Oh, these body blocks, they might be enough actually. Fisher is there
for it. They do have another orb in 4 seconds. I think they have to try and go for a kill here, possibly. Okay, no, he's just gonna end up orbing to the other side.
Yeah, with the salve too. All right, very nicely done. 1K lead already here for Gambit. 11-2 on that Puck. Timbersaw slept so that Zaya can get the rune. Good play there.
Nice.
And there's even a regen rune here, so Bane will get all his mana back after spending it on the Cheshire Cat. Huge for them.
Man, look at this.
But
Gambit is just like dominating all of the lanes. Ends up phase shifting the fissure as well. Looking cool while he does it. Gambit are dominating.
There's also 6 denies on Always Want to Fly.
This is crazy.
He is owning. And they're coming in up top on Afterlife.
Well, a lot of
Soul
damage.
Catcher on him.
Lucent Beam, Afterlife. He's donezo. I do believe. They find the kill.
One tap. Hey, how about an illusion? Haha.
Oh, yeah. More denies.
And bye. Short respawns, though.
Yeah.
Look where Zayak's positioned. And it still doesn't matter because he's a Timbersaw, though. What a hero.
Yeah.
Timber's so good, actually.
Ridiculous.
You can't enfeeble him either to like mess with his last hits or anything. Now, mind you, he has no Timber Chain.
Yeah.
Sioma just kind of waits.
He has 5 stick charges, though, as well as tangoing through, trying to make his way out of there. And, well, he's still taking a lot of damage, but he's tanking through it all. He has so much armor, but the Brain Sap is enough. 2 points.
I was gonna say.
It's rough.
They really wanted to give that kill to someone else. I think they're trying to put on Aloha Dance rather than the Bane getting it. But that's life. So he does go down. Good play to get him even at level 3. Takes 3 heroes, but worth, obviously. A lot of that, pretty huge because of that regen rune, honestly. That Zayak was able to get so much more mana before Sheshikat had even more levels.
Yeah, the Brain Sap is a really good spell against Cheshire Cat because you can't even really itemize against it. Like, you're always going to run into issues since it's pure damage.
How's mid turning up now? 13-18, so just about the same gap. And Tinker already going back to create some stacks for himself, so supports are busy dealing with Timbersaw. And will he be able to get both? This one will be close. I don't think he can. Oh, the blood. Oh, nicely done.
Did it. Well done.
G, the god. Once again, the Nightmare. I don't even know why Timber's contesting this. Oh, he actually beats the Bane, but then Tinker's there.
God, that's frustrating.
That's so disappointing.
I mean, he's still a Timbersaw, and he's going to have a good time in this lane against the real you, but yeah, I think the other thing is now the Bane is realizing he needs to make more stuff happen around the map a little bit. He's going to get a ward down for his mid lane Tinker. They also have another one on the other side of the river that's about to expire as it spotted.
Looks like it spotted the ward that was placed by the Radiant too.
Yeah.
So they should know that's there. And Tinker will already start farming those. He's got 3 points in the match this early on. I think yesterday we had that Tinker and he just went 2-2 to kind of dominate the lane. But against the Puck, you can't really get the effectiveness of the rockets. So yeah. I like this solution instead, where he won't be quite as farmed as you might be with a couple kills first before going to the jungle. But now this gives a lot of space over to Sioma, which is very good when you're playing this poverty sort of shaker.
Yeah, it's real good, definitely. And, I mean, it's sort of needed as well, because the Legion is certainly not getting as much out of the lane as the Timber is, so somebody else is going to need to step up and make stuff happen.
Good find by Bignum, though, because he's going to start stealing this experience. Might even steal this last hit, too.
See if he can get it.
Nice. He doesn't want to give away his position, I guess. That's fine.
Okay. Well, good stuff all around. Able to steal some of that experience at the very least. He's still stuck at level 2, and well, Bane back in the lane, ready to make things more troublesome for Cheshire Cat. Although he really doesn't care that much. Has 5 points now, 3 in reactive, able to get those stacks up and all the regen in the world. Top lane, Afterlife, in trouble.
Soul Catcher again.
He's going to be okay.
Yeah, Bane's here to back him up. Luna, what's she at now? 31 last at 16 denies. Man, they have a lot of denies in this lane. They have 25 denies between the two of them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, and I guess that's sort of why this Legion has been struggling so much. Levels wise, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Timbersaw is definitely ahead, but only by about a level. The bigger issue is just that this is a hero that kind of needs to get into either like a blink dagger or some type of item to help her.
Well, Bigman was able to steal a little bit of experience from the Tinker, but overall not having the best time considering his early 2 bounty runs.
Mid lane, Burrow struck, Bignum about to go down. G able to find that kill. And it looks like Puck will be able to escape with her life as Slayer not going to be able to follow up with anything else.
Yeah, that's bad though. I mean, that's the first Dream Coil. You don't get the kill. And Sanking's still trying to get stuff done. He's had these tranquils for a while. He's going to try his luck top lane, but we just saw that rune get placed, or ward rather, get placed down. So, it might not matter, actually.
Burrow, they have the Nightmare still. They're going to Nightmare the Luna. Afterlife, they switch it over. Good play there as well. Instantly switched over.
Well, kind of sucks to get caught out like that, considering he just rotated in under a ward.
Yeah.
Legion just not respecting the Shadow Demons reaching up there with the disruption. And now they're just surrounding this Bane. I don't know if you want to come back into this as Legion Commander, honestly. I feel like Bane has no mana. They should just focus the Legion instead.
No level 6 yet. They're not quite going to be able to get that Eclipse out, but it still doesn't matter because they're going to be able to bring in everybody else. All the TPs coming in right now, although I don't know if Gambit sees this, and now they're going to realize that they're all here. It's still going to be a kill into Afterlife, and honestly...
Oh, but Aloha Dance? Oh.
God, so close. If they actually end up getting this level 6 for Luna, this could be a huge turnaround. They're trying to tango their ways out of there. They're going to be able to, at least for now, but still no level 6. The Burrow strike through. They're walking away. Slayer, he can't connect onto him. Always want to fly, might end up dying, but everybody else gets out scot-free. That's insane.
Done. As you said, though, man, she was so close to 6. Just about there. She'll rotate down bottom on the Luna, and this will probably send Timber to the top lane. Level 7. He has a lot of damage to give out now.
Yeah. Well, he decided to go back for a second point in chain after getting 3 in the reactive armor, so he can't like tank towers yet, but it's getting close to that point, and he's also able to maybe chase a little bit further for potential kills as he runs into the real you.
That was a sick infest dodge.
Yeah.
He saw that he was trying to force him to use rage, and just infest instead to get right back at full HP. And now that's pretty low mana here. They're probably noticing on Cheshire Cat. We could consider a Nightmare play. But he has the wand. He has Arcane, so they're just going to keep him low, try and threaten him.
Yeah.
Our Luna still holding the point here on ulti. Trying to make it so maybe Legion thinks she can make a play at 6. All right, he actually puts it in. But what you can do is, like, obviously if you hover over your enemy, you can see if they have the skill or not.
Right.
So if you hover over at 6 and you see she doesn't have ulti, you're like, oh, okay, went for another level and something else. But
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Either way, won't work this time. Kind of hard on Luna, right? Because of the you can tell when she has another point in Lunar Blessing.
Exactly, that's true. It's
or you
also
can tell if she has glaives.
Yeah, she's going for the Nove glaives build, which is kind of not what I was expecting. Normally, I feel
this
like
used to be the standard build on Luna.
Yeah.
Just going, you stop at 2 points on the blessing.
Uh-oh. Cheshire Cat up top. God, that one brain sap brings him down like super low HP with 3 points up in it. It's a ridiculous amount of damage. And actually, Zayak had level 6 here. I think this would be a kill. He's not going to be able to kill him, but it's not that far away from it. It's tough.
Yeah, he didn't have enough mana to make a potential Nightmare play.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The Earn Timber. Not often seen.
Oh, that's neat. So he's going to be Spirit Vesseling the
This will do
Lifestealer, I guess.
I guess himself too, because you're going to get higher rates of regen.
Yeah.
He needs to be careful here. If he gives 6 to the Bane while he's killing these creeps.
Yeah. He's fortunate that he ended up there.
Yeah.
Bane actually just pinged saying that they have a ward. He thinks they have a ward because of that play he just made.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Huh.
Dire are scanning.
Alright. Well. 2,000 net worth lead right now for Gambit. They're looking really good in this matchup against Vega Squadron. But it is a Lifestealer finishing the Hanamitis.
I don't like how Puck hasn't done anything with like these Dream Coils. I guess it's working out because you're farming really well, but it feels like you could also be like putting pressure onto these other lanes, or maybe going for a smoke to hunt the Tinker.
Yeah.
He should be fine here. They're even saving the disruption.
Nicely done. Real you getting dove in for, and Cool Man able to get the jump away, still alive for the moment. Pops his regen rune, and while that's happening, the Earthshaker is going to die. And they're going to drop the coil. I think that it was the Purge coming in from the Shadow Demon. It was just at his level 6, and they find the kill on the real U2. They completely outplayed them there. They baited him into that. That was disgusting.
Burrow in 1, too.
They have Illusory Orb to follow, find the Kinish, and Vega Squadron just getting demolished.
Yeah, I didn't even realize Shadow Demon was 6. That was pretty sick.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And they're going to get the mid tower. All right, well, this all worked out. Here I was a little bit worried about Puck's game plan, and they just bring a bunch down mid, get the tower. Easy game, level 10. What more can you ask for?
Well, maybe you could ask for a top tier 1 tower going down too, because it's about to. And they take it down. Cheshire Cat finishes that one off. He's level 9. This Timbersaw, they really don't have an answer for it except for Bane, and he just used Fiend's Grip.
Even then, the best part about Fiend's Grip will be the mana drain, honestly.
Yeah.
Give him a chance at dealing with them. Oh, here we go. Now we're going to find Tinker.
No.
Oh, he's so close to Dream Coil.
It doesn't matter. They still find the kill. Well,
that's Blink for our Puck.
Is Cheshire Cat just not going to go Bloodthorn or Bloodstone?
I don't think you honestly need to on the hero. I think right now, like his game plan, he wants to play with the Puck so that Luna has time to farm. I think if you have a more active carry, then it's good to save up for the Bloodstone. But Timber is really good with early Hood. Urn's definitely a newer one. I haven't seen that used before, but early Hood, early Yule Scepter, as you were mentioning before, is very good this game. So I think he's just kind of prepared to build those other smaller items. He's going to have this medallion now because there's no one else on the team to build it, so he can use that to help Roche. Plus, the Solar Crest will be really good against Lifestealer and Timber or Legion Commander.
I guess I just always think about this hero having mana issues and like needing that regen, but I guess that there's like other ways to play around it now, and maybe the other changes to mana have been enough that...
I mean, look at his regen right now. He's got 4.7 just with Urn and Medallion.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Maybe that was also some of the changes that happened to the way that mana regen works ends up helping him more than others, because I feel like the change people were saying was like it gives better int to strength-based heroes or non-int-based heroes.
Alt bottom. They might be able to get another Dream Coil play here. That reduced vision on Orb, man. It's a killer on Pucks.
Oh, you see him now. You get the silence out, but
he dodged the Nightmare.
Okay. Oh, there is going to be a kill and a dual win for the Legion Commander. Probably not what they would have wanted, but Real U, he's going to be able to chase down Always Want to Fly. They commit the Echo Slam, and that will be enough to find the finish, as Always Want to Fly eventually dies.
Good use of the Echo, just to make sure they get it. Didn't want him to get the gap there. Gives you a little bit of a stun. All right, well, that's a humongous gain for the Dire, honestly. That's like a 1,500 gold swing. They're still really far behind, and the game still looks pretty scary for them, but every little bit of space is more time for G. And the later this game goes, gotta imagine better he'll be. Bignum, the Blink reveal down bottom. Afterlife done to the Zoe.
Yeah, he got destroyed. And it's also the Solar Crest that's been finished for Cheshire Cat, so I don't think he's really afraid of anything anymore. 4 points in reactive and a Solar Crest.
This Armlet Lifestealer won't even tickle him. Look, first hit, miss, boom. Effectiveness.
Get owned.
Destroyed.
Yeah, he needs to make sure that he has all the stacks up, obviously, but...
Hey, that's what standing the wave is for.
Yep. Draw an aggro. Smoke gank towards mid. They've already used Epicenter, but they do still have Blink Burrow. And G is farming. He's not careful. They could potentially find him.
It's regen rune. Feels good.
Gonna TP home. Not going to be able to get the Lunar Lucent Beam to find
She's under vision right now, too, though. Whew. This could work out really well for them if they, just by seeing that, they might be like, oh, she's so low, let's go gank her, guys. But it looks like they're well aware that there's a bunch of heroes rotating through the jungle. Either way, there's a lot of vision left in behind here. So the Radiant going to be trying to spy on some Dire heroes farming there, most notably Tinker, of course. Now that he's not in here, they know that he's playing down here with everyone else.
Yeah.
So how do they want to play this map now is the question. Oh, they even see the Marsh coming in mid.
Yeah. I think that maybe you push tier 2 in the top lane. They've got a catapult here as well. It's a chance.
This Legion's so poor, the game is very difficult. Because the Blink Dagger is still pretty far away, and that's the only way that they can give Lifestealer something good.
All right, Cheshire Cat, 20 stacks of reactive. There's a tier 1 tower by him.
I actually don't see him. Oh, now they see him.
Oh, he's sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. I don't know if they can do this, though. Like, they're thinking about diving him, but this is under a tower, and it's a timber
they're
saw.
losing top, too. This is just gone.
All right, this is really bad.
And they see the lifestealer again, so they can go right back in. They're all just bottom, and I don't even think they're going to get this kill.
Well,
they're pinging top. They're saying, go tier 3s, guys. Like, they're all down here.
Yeah.
Oh, but they want to fight instead. Everyone's coming in.
Oh, no! Run away! All right, he's gone. Now maybe going to be able to find more as well. They chase forward. There's the Legion commander. They find her, and, well, Echo slamming a creep wave. Slayer, he just wants his Blink Dagger or something. I don't even know. Cool Man finds the kill into Afterlife.
Hey, man, he's got an arcane rune. Gotta make some money.
I don't know. I don't know about that one. Burrow Strike comes through. Slayer's gone. Now Vega again ran over. They have not looked good.
Not particularly. Oh, well, it's only game 1 to best of 3, you know. Maybe the draft didn't work out for you. That's okay.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
That's been tough. Let's see. Tinker, G is going to have his Blink Dagger done on top of bots, so if there's a way back into it, it feels like it needs to be off the back of some good Tinker movement and probably trying to set up infest ganks as well. You need that Blink Dagger on Earthshaker.
And duels.
Yeah.
Just trying to catch any split push on the side of the Radiant. However, they are a pretty nice 5-man, so they might just start playing together a lot, especially after like the first big gank. They'll just be like, okay, time to group up. Cheshire Cat is kind of tired of farming really slowly, which is certainly a problem with this build. I like this build more so when you're being active and involved in fights and stuff, but that hasn't really been his MO.
Yeah.
Largely because Vega just can't fight, so they're dodging a lot, which is fine, but it just means that he can't spam all his spells to farm waves, and he's starting to feel the effect of that. Despite having all this free space, he's not that high in the net worth. You'd think he'd be like above the puck or something, for example, considering how his game's gone. So he does want that Bloodstone now.
Yeah. It's the way to go.
And we still have that medallion, though, so they should just be able to push down mid and then grab Roche.
Yeah. Seems reasonable. That being said, Vega is also quite competent at being able to fight around that pit as, well, they're trying to take down the Sand King. This is a big kill for Vega. And it's Aloha Dance that ends up picking it up. So he'll have his Deso completed in a decent timing. And it's going to be really helpful for him.
They're smoking for the Tinker here. It's a really hard grab. Oh, Cheshire Cat.
Good blink away.
Doesn't attempt. They need to save this wave.
Yeah,
live, wave, live!
This is exactly what G should be doing.
Yeah.
Good recognition. That's going to make this harder for Gambit to actually take a push towards them. And, well, they do have an Infest gank coming. The Blink Dagger for the Legion Commander. They're going to jump forward for this immediately onto the Timber Saw. I don't know if this is going to be enough damage. They're walking in with everybody. They do find the kill. It's not a dual victory, but it's still a big one. Nonetheless, the Bro Strike comes through onto 2. Veil to follow. Dream Coil down. They're down to half HP. The silence is about to wear off. They have the Eclipse out as well, but they're able to Nightmare save Vega Squadron. Getting away scot-free with that one. That was so well played.
Okay, that's the first pick. This is what they need to get back into this game. It's also slowing down that Timber quite a bit as well. Trying to get into his Bloodstone.
Yeah.
He does have the full Soul Booster there, so he is quite rich, but G getting up there. Has his Blink Dagger, eyeing up the Agnums next. Kind of the standard build we've seen at this point. And, I don't know, I was worried about the catch-up potential, but we haven't really seen that so far. G, he died once this game.
Yeah. And, like, even covering his allies on the way out there, so he's making sure that, you know, they're not giving up kills when they find those picks when they eventually come. And that's really got to be the strength of the Vega Squadron draft. I think that it was just them giving up a lot early, and now they're sort of making up for it a little bit. And they've invested in this Midas for the later stages.
They're going to get another Infest top.
Oh, this is big.
Agnum's dead.
Well done. They jump out. They find themselves a quick pick.
Great wards setting that up there. Just seeing him come down. Past the tower. Easy kill. And that's the finished Deso. So Dire could really grab control of this game now if they get the Roshan. They've really, like, I feel like this is an extremely hard thing to get done, honestly. I felt like this game was really out of control. I mean, it's still a 6K lead, which is pretty scary, but it could have been like 8 or 10 or something if it wasn't for these last couple Infest bombs.
Yeah.
And if they can grab Roche, that pretty much fixes everything.
This could be a bad play if they go too far for it. I think just take the tower and then back out. Otherwise, it's maybe a bit too scary.
Wait, you see this catapult, dude?
That is
going, can I see another press the attack on this thing? That was sick.
That's the play.
Firing away.
It's amazing.
Do it, Afterlife. No, it's gonna die.
Oh, this is a scary moment. They really can't get caught here. All right, they're gonna get the D ward. Oh, Nightmare.
One too.
I don't know about this one. Again, the fissure is out. They're trying to go for it. They're gonna not find. They do find the kill onto the Shadow Demon, but losing one already. Burrow strike out. It's keeping them back for the moment. Zyke is low. They're gonna be able to find themselves another kill onto that Bane, but the duel is there. Now trying to take them down. It might be enough. Okay, Cheshire Cat. Luna's doing things.
She's not feeling it.
I don't know.
I guess it was just too risky. I thought for sure she was going to go in, but maybe it's just a bit too dangerous. However, without her, I mean, a lot of the damage is lost. She got pushed all the way back to the Shrine by Loa Dance. Very well played. Had the Shrine going, and I thought maybe she going for the Regoose with the ulti, but at that point, she had like one window where maybe she could have done it, but then after that, the Rage was back online, so no hope after that.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? You talk about it. She has so much farm on this hero, and if you're not using her to fight with them, it's just not going to end up working out. But you think about, like, in that fight over there where there aren't any other creeps to soak up an Eclipse, and then her popping Mask of Madness to lifesteal through it all afterwards, that could have been a great moment for him.
Yeah. I don't know. So we just, again, look towards Roche, and they're infest bombing again here. They still have that vision because the D-ward was never completed after the sentry was placed down, and oh, that's a dead Luna.
Oh, they have the They have the Shadow Fiend and the Shadow Demon in the area. They're able to get it. The Echo Slam, it's not quite on point. Now they jump through. Can she stay alive through all of this? She's gonna be able to live. Oh man, and they take down the Lifestealer as well. Huge plays coming in. Always want to fly, saving his allies.
That's not a dead Luna. Man, I thought for sure she was gonna burst it down before that happened. Like with the Deso, I didn't think Shadow Demon was going to reach her in time. You saw how low she was when she came out of the disruption, but they couldn't even find a secondary bit of damage on top of them, or on top of her. I was really surprised.
Yeah, I think Earthshaker, maybe if he like blinked there immediately on top of her and Echo Slammed, it could have been enough, but obviously you expect that you'd be able to keep him back. If the fissure would have hit Always Want to Fly, that's another way that it could have worked, but didn't happen.
Miracles do happen in Dota, guys. Luna survived. There's the Agnum Scepter for the Tinker, though. So a 7k lead, 24 minutes in, with the Luna SD draft. Your Bloodstone is just about done. I'll pick it up in a moment here on the Timbersaw. So that means his next big item will be his bots. See how much he can split push across the map, keep up with the Tinker. He's going to have to watch for the catchouts, but at this point he's tanky enough that it's unlikely they can bring him down without all 5, and that should be pretty well telegraphed.
Yeah, the other thing is he's got he's got that reactive armor stacks. We're talking about the other cool little part of this build is whenever somebody dies, he gets double value from it. Bloodstone charges as well as earn charges.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there you go.
The value.
And again, another infest name coming out here, just creating more and more space for Tinker. They've drawn the line where they want to go, somewhere down in here. Dire Vision, they see down here, no one. They had vision here, nothing. They see Luna Illusions mid, so they know they're probably in here. And looks like now they spotted that Puck, so they're going to go for that.
Well, Puck is underneath a ward of their own, and he has 10 seconds left. So if
they saw the
expires,
under the wave.
Maybe trying to bait the Tinker.
Pretty tough grab. Oh, that's rough.
Wasn't able to find him, and he's actually going to load back in.
I'm not the biggest fan of plays like that, where, I don't know, it's such a stark contrast when people just infest and run around like that, especially when you're smoked. Like, if it's a Shadow Blade, that's different, I feel like, with a Legion Commander, because then obviously you're invis inside the Legion, but it's a lot better, I find, to just run around together under a smoke. There's no point with the Lifestealer being inside. The odds of that making the big difference is so much lower than, like, wasting your infest cooldown like that, because he spent the entire duration of infest in her, 50 seconds not farming. Could have been, like, hitting camps along the way and stuff. I don't know, it's just something that Hal always used to do that impressed me.
Okay.
They would, like, never wander with him inside.
Yeah, always making sure to farm.
Shouldn't make too big a difference. Then again, it is, you know, this lead keeps growing on the Radiant side.
True enough. That is the problem. And they're taking the tier 2 tower in the mid lane. The last tier 2 on the map right now, whereas it's going to be the second tier 1 tower taken for Vega Squadron. So the objective certainly stacking up into the favor of Gambit. And now maybe even potentially get ready to go into Roshan if they find another pick.
Yeah, I thought the Dire were going to be the ones to get it, but they didn't find enough picks. They did very well. Got a couple of them in a row, but maybe the Shadow Blade will be able to turn that into a couple more. Radiant Vision right now, what do we got here? We got one ward still up here, but they pretty much just have this part of the map all in here. They're not exactly sure where the Dire Heroes could be. They're pretty well spread throughout the area. Dire Vision, on the other hand, it's pretty much just opposites, right? We're playing vertical Dota at this point. Dire plays on this half, Radiant plays over on that half. That's just how she goes.
I mean, the thing that's kind of nuts, though, I always forget this about the Luna SD strats, is how quickly the base will die once they eventually win a fight. Like, that's something that Vega Squadron, they have to be ready for.
They do not have that at all. Like, their push is so slow. Coil mid on the Shaker. Sioma trying to be bursted down here.
They find themselves the Bane, too. The Bane in trouble. He is going to die. But in the meantime, they're still getting a ton of trouble. Afterlife, he's going to fall to the Eclipse and the real you. He might end up going down as well. He's taking Eclipse damage, slowed down as well by the Chakram. Dead again. 4 gone in an instant.
Yeah, and there's that Purge counter to the Lifestealer. That was the only concern we really had with the pick. And you can see it in effect there. No real play option there for our Lifestealer.
Yeah. The plus side is that Tinker is going to be able to keep them off of the towers, but that just means it's time for Roche.
Easy peasy. What's our with the puck too? One of the nicer parts. I can't remember the other heroes we were talking about. There was like Viper, I guess, right? That was one possible option they had. And what I really like about Puck is that it gives him that big jump to find the Tinker when they're sieging. Because that's the big problem that you find, is he just like sits back, keeps zapping away, and there's nothing you can do, but Kuman has a huge range of reach.
Oh, Slayer?
Yeah, Sioma's doing it.
Oh, he did it! Snatch the Aegis! Oh, get wrecked, scrub! Sioma! What a guy. Oh, man. That was beautiful.
Get wrecked, scrub. Is that what you were saying last game when you were muted that whole time, destroying Invoker? Yeah.
That was wonderful.
That's what I was saying when you were diving the fountain for no reason before we even hit a single set of racks.
And when I bought back, and all right, we need to talk about that. That's fine.
Yeah, okay, we're not gonna bring that up, are we?
Yeah, it's fine. This game
Buys
is about
back
these
and tries
players.
to solo the throne and just dies. You know what? you can hear allies, but the one guy who had been like talking the most during the game, he was pretty whiny sounding. He just goes, that was not a good idea. Dream Coil onto the Bane, Kuman.
Oh god, and look at that Shadow Demon
Bane
gone. Zayak, he's still living through this, but he isn't able to get the full duration of the Fiend's grip. So it's a 1-for-1. They did it.
Yeah, I guess that technically favors you because you're trading supports when you're down so much gold, but in the end, it's not enough to change anything.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And Luna and Legion just gonna farm next to each other. Hey, get out of here.
These are my creeps. It's great. Oh, they burrow struck him though. Oh, no gem. It's there. Afterlife. He gets found. Bignum came in the nick of time, and oh, Puck still just sort of messing with G constantly here.
Cheshire Cat, all right, he does finally buy that Yules. He's been holding on to it for a while. Maybe he was considering bots, I guess, but now we have Yules on him, Yules on the Sand King. Puck canceled buying Yules as the Lincolns and the Agonins. Do we have any way to push people out?
I don't think so, no. No force stats really yet. That's something that I would like to see more of, I think. Like, you've got a lifestealer on the enemy team. It feels like defensive force staffs have so much value this game.
Yeah, plus, I guess that, on the other hand, is a good reason to pick up the Agnums anyway, right? Just so you can control the lifestealer a lot. Yeah. And you pretty much know Legion Commander has to go BKB this game, so it's going to be a good choice.
Oh, Slayer. He's between a rock and a hard place right now. Cool, man.
Sure who's in trouble.
Oh, no, God,
the 50-50.
It happens.
You know, gotta take some risks.
Coil. They're trying to do this, but they're going to be able to go into Cool Man. They're not going to finish him off. Epicenter, the real you. He's going to rage, but it's not nearly enough. And now the chase forward for G. He's in trouble too. Yule Scepter lift up, and everybody else going to bring him down. dead for 70. They do have buyback, but it is a heavy price to pay.
Yeah, and we... Oh, yeah, that's right. We don't have Aegis because Sioma stole it.
I mean, that's something at least, right? And with the Tinker Ags, they might be able to keep these heroes off, but I don't know. It's still tough.
Luna Dota.
Luna Dota.
So much zoning. Zoning's so good again this patch.
Burrow Strike. They've caught him. G in trouble. Orb is coming through. They're going to get the Yule Scepter lift up. That should still be the finish. Unstoppable streak. No buyback for Tinker, and these buildings are just being melted.
Yeah. It's with Shrines being gone, I love the way you can play as an offlaner now going high ground. You just you get all up in here, man. Yeah. You just start pushing people away. You let your carries get the buildings. Look at him. He's just Yules and Bane, putting some spells on him. And Luna just takes care of the buildings.
Yep. Although, that being said, it's Sand King brought down very low. The jump forward, they were able to duel the Shadow Demon while this is happening, but they don't have an answer for the Luna, who is just a monster. Afterlife, triple kill, and that's GG.
I said earlier I didn't really like their draft for Vega. It worked better than I expected with the Infest games, considering how late it came out, so I can see how they thought this would be a victory for them. Like, if Legion had a Blink Dagger earlier on, then this game could have gone a lot better. But the Timbersaw was really good. Like, just overall, good counter draft from the side of Gambit. Really nice pressure onto the Legion Commander. Made her life difficult with the Timbersaw, even with the Bane helping out. And just, like, the shifting of the lanes with the aggro dual / tri lane. Bignum's good rotations early on.
Yeah. Especially
because he was level 2 at, like, 7 minutes or something. So, nicely played overall by Gambit. Man, this team has looked pretty impressive today.
I've been really impressed.
2 O's? Yeah.
I mean, they've always had some things that looked quite strong when they were playing. And even in their games yesterday against Empire, they pushed it to 3 series, which, you know, wasn't what we were able to see from many other teams. Empire looked like the best team overall in the games that we saw. And I think that it, again, like this SD Luna draft, it's what Empire ran against them yesterday, actually. And maybe just feeling like, okay, that's really strong. Let's try and run it ourselves. So I like it. It's cool. They're drawing upon what their opponents are throwing at them, and it feels like they're learning from each match that they play. And Vega are going to need to come up with something in this next game.
Keep in mind, Vega also beat the Secret Meepo yesterday, too. So pretty impressive overall that Gambit take this victory here. Not expecting Vega to go down 2-0, though. I would be pretty surprised, I think. But we'll see after the draft.
All right, everybody. We'll be back in a few. Game number 2 right around the corner. Gambit Esports versus Vega Squadron. One team's eliminated, and one team moves on to face a VP in the second phase on the 13th of this month. See y'all in a few for game number 2.